vlogging just as a way, oh my god, this is icy, as a way to document my thoughts and have some self-reflection and all these things, as I think passivity is the death of progress. Recently I started looking into neurohacking, or rather again started looking into neurohacking to hack my brain to work the way I actually want it to work. And one of the things I've heard today about hormones and so on is that it's the alpha in any situation that hormonally impacts everyone around them, whether it's about synchronizing the cycle, the dominant female has others sync with her, but it also goes to stress and cortisol. Apparently the boss in a company, or your most dominant whatever in any sort of social hierarchy, whether it's friends or whether it's work, will impact you with the kind of mood that they have, not only on a psychological level but on a physiological level as well. The way it works is essentially, how I understood it, is you create almost an aerosol of hormones around you depending on what you sweat, and if that's cortisol, then that impacts all the people who exist in your imminent environment. And if you're stressing, especially if you're the leadership position, then you're going to make everybody else stress. So whether you decide that since you're in the leadership position, it's your responsibility to fix your brain in order to help your entire team do better and be happier, or whether you decide in an environment that you are going to be the alpha and that it's your moods that are going to impact others, and therefore making sure that your mind is tight, you gotta do it. And one of the things I also want to do is, and this is gonna sound weird since I'm already reckless and another thinker, is have less inhibition, have less things telling me you can't do this because, or essentially think a little less about consequences, because the mind tends to protect itself by staying constant, and it's easier to stay in a horrible situation provided that it stays the same than it is to impact change on your life. The brain tends to prefer habit, and if the habit is bad, it tends to stay there. There's certain momentum with everything staying shitty. So if I make change the constant,
in 1 kilometer, exit right.
Oh yeah,
like you mean it.
I mean it. If you make change the constant, maybe that's what you become comfortable with, and it gives you more flexibility to change your life when you want to change your life in the moment without having to brace yourself. Because if you do everything without bracing,
in 400 meters, exit right.
essentially you're good, because it's going to become comfortable, it's going to become easy, it's going to be less adrenaline driven, and you won't need that level of
exit right. That's right.
oh, I'm doing great, I'm doing right like a pro. Yeah, well, essentially you'll need less energy to impact change, because it's going to be what you're used to, it's going to be your habit. And for me, last year was very much that, because essentially everything changed, and luckily I was the orchestrator of that, which feels good in retrospect. I might have half the money and need to figure out how to live, but I'm also so much happier and more content.
In 800 meters, at the roundabout, take the second exit.
Relationship with mom, and I don't want to die every day, which not something I could say last year, this time of year. So that's a lot of good things. I mean, my environment has changed, my work has changed, my income has changed, my work mission in life has changed, but also who I meet with, who I spend time with changed.
In 200 meters, at the roundabout, take the second exit.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna take the second exit now, and then I'm gonna switch off the navigation because I'm going to Tesco's first. Well, that's vlog number 1, almost 6 minutes. Yay!